If you hear those clicks, that's me typing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not the fastest typer in the world, but I get it done. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Blue Apron. Blue Apron is one of my newest and most favoritist, that's not a real word, sponsors, because what essentially is they send you all the ingredients for healthy meals, and you cook them yourself by their directions, with their recipes. All the portions are measured out perfectly, along with spices and detailed photographs that show you what to do in all the various parts of the recipe. It's really interesting, and it's kind of fun too, because cooking, if you get like a recipe book, and then you have to go to the store, you have to buy the individual ingredients, you have to measure them and weigh them and all that stuff. That's a lot of extra work that Blue Apron sort of cuts out. And they also provide you with a wide variety of different meals to choose from, which makes it interesting. It becomes like a little bit of a project, which I think is fun. But really, really yummy foods like coconut curry salmon steaks, Swedish meatballs with braised kale, stuffed cabbage rolls. I've eaten several meals from them so far. The amount of calories that you get from these meals also, it's pretty surprising. It's 500 or 700 calories, which is very low for really yummy, delicious foods. But they're all prepared and designed by people who really know how to make yummy, delicious food. It's not hard to do. I'm not a great chef, obviously. Did I have to say that? It's like saying I'm not a doctor. I'm not a great cook. I know how to cook a few things, but with this Blue Apron thing, I find it fun. I find it like a little bit of a project. It's a lot cheaper than ordering out. You can get, everything is $9.99 per meal. That's all the ingredients in the exact right proportions with simple recipe instructions right to your door. And like I said, there's a wide variety of things that they're going to send you and things to choose from. It's really delicious. It's very healthy for you. Incredible meals. And I think you'll be blown away by the quality and the freshness. All of it comes in like this styrofoam container, all sealed up with ice bags. It's with whatever they use. Ice packs. Frozen things. Dry ice. Is that what it is? Yeah, all that shit. Whatever the stuff they use to keep it from rotting. That's what it really is. But it's delicious. Go to blueapron.com/Rogan and get your first 2 meals for free. That is blueapron.com/Rogan and get your first 2 meals for free. Really delicious. I'm really happy with it. I use it all the time now, and I recommend you give it a shot, especially when you get your first 2 meals for free. We're also brought to you by LegalZoom. LegalZoom.com is a way where you can handle a lot of stuff that you would ordinarily have to go to a law office for. You can handle it all online. And everybody knows that anytime you have to deal with any office where you have to make an appointment and go there, that's a huge pain in the ass. You have to take time off work. You have to figure out how to get there during normal business hours. There's a lot of things that people take care of in law offices that you can take care of with LegalZoom. Self-help is the way to go with all these different, like, for the longest time, like, there's so many different parts of our society, of our civilized world, that you would have to go and talk to an expert, make an appointment, spend an exorbitant amount of money paying this expert to deal with shit. You could do with all sorts of legal things on your own, like a power of attorney, get a will, living trusts, forming an LLC. All that stuff is super easy to do on LegalZoom. LegalZoom also has an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, which is it's a huge relief if you're dealing with some sort of, like, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're legal help online? What? It sounds like it could be shady. LegalZoom has helped tons of people. We know so many people that have used it. It was originally used to start on it. Brian used it to form DeathSquad.tv, the LLC for that. Tom Segura and Christina Pazitsky, I think they use it too. It's really easy to do. Any moron who knows how to just fill out forms can do it. And if you get into a panic while you're doing it, they can connect you with a third-party attorney. LegalZoom is not a law firm, but they provide you with self-help legal services at your specific direction. And like I said, if things feel like they're going horribly wrong, LegalZoom can connect you with a third-party attorney. It's super easy to deal with, ladies and gentlemen, and very, very economical as well. And for a special savings, be sure to enter Rogan in the referral box at checkout. So go to LegalZoom.com. You can even get divorced. How about them apples? Probably not, though, let's be honest. Most of the time when people are getting divorced, there's like a little gamesmanship going on. But if you're amicable, if you both look at each other and go, let's just fucking end this, you can go to LegalZoom.com and take care of it. Anyway, go there, use the code word Rogan in the referral box at checkout, and save yourself some money. That's LegalZoom.com. Do you like my new song?
It's very good.
Thank you. Yeah. Don't use that LegalZoom. I'll write a better one for you. Anyway, Emily and Vincent are here from Buddhist Geeks, and let's just get cracking. Why fuck around? LegalZoom.com. Use the code Rogan.
Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night. All day.
I got to figure out a better way to do commercials, because it's always weird with two people out of three are just sitting there, and one person is talking, doing a bunch of... It creates an uncomfortable air in the room. Am I right?
A little bit.
A little bit, right? It's a little odd. Buddhist Geeks. Somebody sent me a link, I guess it was probably a couple weeks ago, on Twitter to you guys. And right away I went, oh, this could be interesting. A convergence of, would you say spirituality, Buddhism, and technology? That's what we call, and geeks, which always is somehow connected with impairment in vision. Which is very strange, right? Like being very studious and intelligent is connected to your eyes are fucked. Like every, you know, I mean,
you're staring at screens all day, I think.
Is that what it must be, right? Because as I've spent more time in front of the computer, my eyes have steadily gotten worse. But your image, the logo is the Buddha with glasses on. So even the divine are not immune to the perils of LCD screens.
True enough.
That's right.
Is there a better way around this to do something where it doesn't completely destroy your vision?
Maybe clairvoyance.
Yeah,
you could develop that capacity.
That's the only way? But reading does it too, right? 'Cause we've always associated reading with... Or is it just getting old and we're just blaming it on a bunch of other shit?
Could be that, but I think it's staring at things up close, you know?
Yeah.
There's just... I think the eyes just get used to staring at things up close, and then they just can't see far away anymore. That's my theory.
With me, it's the opposite, though. My up-close vision is starting to suck. But my vision, like looking at you guys at this distance, is fine. It's perfect.
That might be age, then.
Yeah, I think it's age. Because when I put on reading glasses, things just get sharper. I'm like, oh, that's what things really look like. You know, like I could read everything without the glasses, but then when I put them on, I see if you look at pages, you can see the actual detail, the texture, and the paper itself. That's all gone to me. That's all gone in the real world. What is Buddhist Geeks? What are you guys doing?
Well, we started several years ago as a podcast doing this kind of thing, talking to people. And really in the beginning, it was just my sort of early 20s rebellion against the Buddhist tradition. And I wanted to talk to people that weren't part of the mainstream Buddhist world, but had something cool to say, I thought. So we just basically started by talking to some different rebels, a lot of Gen Xers who are kind of coming up as teachers and meditation, experts or masters. And it sort of started there just as a kind of whim project with a couple friends, and then people responded, so we kept doing it, and we felt a sort of obligation to continue exploring Buddhism, technology, culture, the way it's globalizing, and we just sort of from there have just been on a sort of 8-year odyssey, and Emily recently, about 4 years ago, kind of joined the team, and we have been doing the mom and pop thing since.
Yes.
I love it. I love that Buddhism has rebels.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What is the main thing that people not fight against, but rebel against with Buddhism?
I think it's like most religions, there's some aspect of just rebelling against people telling you what to do, or the feeling that, this system of beliefs is telling you how to live or what to do with your life. I think that's part of it, is just kind of breaking apart dogmatic structures and sort of saying, hey, actually, we can make this our own and figure out how to do it ourselves because we're the ones that are interested in it. So we have to sort of take ownership of that. And so there's a bit of generational pushback, and saying, actually, we don't want to meditate like the hippies did. We don't want lotus flowers and incense. We want like our computer screens and meditation apps. We want to do it the way it makes sense to us.
What is that an effective way to do it? Like meditation apps? Is that real? Is that legit?